Have you ever tried facing your biggest fear heads on and been surprised by how it will benefit you at the end? Maybe you thought it will cause you anxiety, but instead it made you feel stronger, more empowered. Stick with me because in the next 20 minutes of video, I will share Kanye West's message, the secret to stop fear and anxiety, through the spiritual perspective that will help you to awaken your secret power for personal growth by harnessing the fear. So make sure you stay till the end because I will share the biggest mistake most people when they are trying to face the fear. If you don't avoid this mistake, you will never unlock your secret power for your personal growth. So welcome to my channel. My name is PK John. This channel is focused on sharing Joel Osteen's message on the other wisdom's message on spiritual perspective to awaken your power on your body, spiritual and mind to find your true purpose in life. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you love seeking for your true purpose in life. So let's get started with the message sharing today. So in Kanye West's message, the secret to stopping fears and anxiety, we are kind of looking to harness the fear for the personal growth. So we are not going to stop it. So in the spiritual perspective, we are going to see the message in a different angle. Let me explain how we're going to do this. So let's go into the first point. In the video, he shared the pitfalls of over-strategizing, which means they are talking about discussion on how excessive planning and strategizing can stem from fears rather than love, emphasizing the value of acting on love with the metaphor of being a drop of water with the ocean as your army. And by he sharing this information, it means most of the fear, when you exercise more through the strategy from your planning, it will stem more fear up because you are going to feel your plan is not enough. So you are getting more plan going. You are getting more thoughts into your action. So how are we going to see in the spiritual perspective? As we see in the spiritual perspective, everything is emotion. Everything is energy. So when you feel fear, this is the energy that's pulling you down. Okay, you are going to find a way to avoid the fear. You are going to find a way, try to stop your fear so you can moving forward. But in a reality, most of the time, fear is really hard to stop. Because as a human being, we have the fear all the time when we are encounter unknown. So we need a plan, we need to research, we need to study a lot of stuff. Eventually, we'll end up with over-strategizing. You know what I'm saying? Because when we research more, we learn more, and we dig more into the direction, the planning we are looking for, eventually, the unknown is going to getting deeper. Because more deeper you go, the more unknown you are saying, oh my God, my knowledge, my experience is not good enough. So this exercise, this planning I'm going to execute will cause me the fear to do my first step. So in a spiritual perspective, we are going to harnessing the fear by saying, okay, I accept the reality. I'm in fear of the unknown, but I know I have to step out with my first step because I know the attraction from the environment, from the universe, it will show me, it will guide me through the process. So as for the fear, it will transfer this energy into your motivation. For your motivation to moving forward, for step forward, and you will know the door opportunity will open one by one in front of you. In this way, harnessing the fear is the only way to moving forward. You cannot stop the fear at this point. Once you stop it, you're going to the cycle. Research, planning, execute, fear. So this is going to be the bad cycle. But when you harnessing the fear, it's going to be like research, taking step, fear, opportunity. Research, taking step, fear, opportunity. So you are going moving forward by little by little, just like a spiral stair. You're going a little up and up, little by little. So the point here is harnessing the fear will empower you to the direction that you are looking for. Because when you step up with your first step, fear comes along, but it will push you to moving forward faster and find more opportunity, find more solution, find more correct direction that you are working on. So let's move on to the second one. The second one is learning from imperfection. In the message, it say, argue that both success and failure are valuable learning experience. Suggested that mistake should be viewed as a lesson, not losses. This is so true, because every winning, every success, there's a lot of the failure behind it to pile up with the lesson, with the learning. Even the top, even with the top company, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, Google, all the company, there must be a lot of the failure behind it to build this big empire up. But the point here is in a spiritual perspective. How are we going to adapt our failure so we can moving forward for our next destiny? The key here is we accept the reality. Of course, fear will happen. But if we accept the fear and we're looking for the solution, how are we going to moving forward? This fear is eventually not going to be your obstacle. It's going to be your energy source. It's going to be your empowerment. You know, there is a lot of the power behind those emotions. Happiness, fears, enthusiastic, excitement, afraid. Those are the high energy that empower us with the emotion. Those emotion is the key to your success. Because if you know how to transfer, to use those emotions, just like you are driving the racing car. But if you are using the very good oil, it will make the engine running more smoother and more power. If you run in the bad oil, bad gasoline, of course, all the engine performance is going to be drop. But in a fear and afraid side, if you put some booster here and there, that can boost up your engine performance in a short time. But once you begin your engine running, moving and forward, you're going to find a problem, you're going to find a solution along the way. So either your excitement, either your fear, lost gasoline is the power that can put your engine moving forward. So as we're learning from the failure, okay, we are always have the failure lesson, failure experience every day. We drive into the work and we pick the wrong freeway and we stuck there. We late to the work. That is the failure experience. When we facing the customer, we are trying to negotiate a price, but suddenly we give out the wrong price. We are saying, we are going to lose a lot of commission on this one. But this is going to be your experience, because you know your customer's reaction. When they are reacting with the price, you know, okay, next time I will give in the extra high pricing so we can negotiate. We have more room to go. we are not just give our bottom price right away, let the customer to negotiate the price again, because bottom price, there's no way to negotiate, no room. So from the failure, of course, we have failure every single day. But how are we going to face the failure and use that as our experience, as our solution source? That's the key in the spiritual perspective. So harnessing the fear, harnessing your afraid as a reality, then this energy, this worry will push you forward to find a solution. The key is you need to clear out your mind. Don't stay focused on the area of the fear and worry, but harnessing this urgentness, this urgent feeling to find a solution. That is the key to harness in a spiritual perspective. So in the next point, the K West is mentioned about taking action beyond fear. He critiqued action basic solitary on fear and the limitation they impose, encouraging investing time and resource into personal patience and craft instead of scumbling to fear-driven decision. What's that mean here? So we just mentioned. So taking the action beyond the fear is you have this urgentness. You need a solution right now. You need to moving forward. So solution focus is the key here. We cannot focus on the fear, but by having this fear, our urgentness will keep us moving forward to find the solution. So how are we going to do that in the easy way? Of course, as a spiritual perspective, all the answer is inside us and around us. Once you ask the question, the answer will show up. You're asking for yourself, what kind of the customer, what kind of speech can I say next time when I negotiate about price? And then suddenly, your elder, your coworker, your boss will give you an idea. Next time you should try to do this and this and this. See? The answer will pop up around you. So make sure when you ask the question, take down the journal and open up your eyes, open up your ear, begin to listen and hear around what people say. You will find the answer eventually. This is how you work beyond the fear. All the solution focus will help you to narrow down your real action taking. Okay? We will jump with a couple points to see the most important one, because we want to get into the mistake most people do later on. Here is the important one. Challenging societal structures, discussion historical and contemporary societal issue, including gentrification, the Harlem Renaissance, and the system racism. Advocate and the physical and actionable step beyond prayer to address societal injustice and historical grievance. Okay, this part is a little complicated because this tell you when society, when the social, when your environment is giving you the fear, you need to challenge those through, either with the physical, with the action taking, beyond the prayer, beyond the historical event. Those challenge is going to be very, very difficult. Okay, how are we going to see this point in the spiritual perspective? Because when you are living in a very bad area, very bad neighborhood, those energy field, those society, your neighborhood, they are pulling those energy down. They don't have desire for the life. They don't have enthusiastic about their purpose. They don't have their eagerness to make life better. This environment, this social structure is going to be pull you down if you are in part of the neighborhood. In a physical way, the most easy way is to change your neighbor. Okay? By moving out, by finding a different city, by going to the different country, those are the options. You need to find a place of the high energy that can match up with your purpose. So if this area is not going to help you out, then change. If this neighbor doesn't help you to make your life better, to improve your destiny, change. You cannot change people, but you can change you. You are the one of the most powerful person on the planet to change you. You know, you cannot expect to change other people, but you can expect to make the change on yourself. Improvement, environment, the city, the country, the friends, the church, the society, everything. You have power to change everything. Just move out. Find a new place. Find a new people to make your connection. You know? But in the today's world, it's really hard to move because all the cost of living and all the stuff like that, I can totally understand. But if you have this question, how are we going to do that? Of course, you are going to find an answer step by step. As you mentioned before, you ask the question, you will find an answer. Don't let the environment, don't let your situation limit your imagination. Online, internet, teachers, videos, there's so many things available online. Even the VR available, VR group online, VR society, you know, just change any way that's you can do, you can afford. Then the attraction, universe, your religion, your belief, your core trust will move you forward to the next opportunity. Okay, let's go to the last one. Vision for the future. Describe the speaker's vision for the future where classism and self-hate are overcome. Advocate for the society that prioritize family and the community over capitalistic gains. Okay, as a K-West, his vision is very big. He want to change the world. He want to make the family better. He want the people to overcome their fear. They want to stop their fear, to have the more better life. But the vision is big, and the spiritual perspective view, we need to know when God's calling a pastor, when God's calling a missionary to change the world, there will be a lot of the people, a lot of resources coming to this ministry, to this pastor, to his environment. So vision is come from the heaven, come from the God, come from the supernatural source. But how are you going to react to it? It depends on the people. Kanye West have a big dream here. So God give him the talent, the resource, the knowledge to give out the speech, to give out the preach to the people of the world. So does you. We always have the dream. We want to become rich. We want to become financial freedom. We want to travel around the world. We want to buy the big house, buy the big car, whichever dream you have. But the difference here is God puts a dream on a person. This dream is going to be benefit to the people around this person. God wants us as a human being to make the world a better place to live. So instead, you are seeking your personal goal, your personal finance. Try to pull yourself out from this original dream and ask yourself, how can I support the current world, current society? Ask yourself, how can I benefit to other people around me? Then, second question would be, what would be the best I can do to fulfill my number one? Once you know I'm good at making video, I'm good at teach people how to, if I'm good at teach the people how to teach the kids, how to manage the family life, if I know I'm very good at making my working environment happy, enthusiastic every day, just like a sales manager, those things are the good stuff that you are good at, and they are benefit with other people. Number 2. And number 3, once you spread out the message, they can make you income. You teach people, you open an online course, you open an offline course, you write a book, you're doing a lot of stuff, you can sell those. So this is number 3, you can make money. The last thing is the most important. Just like a K-West, the world needs this kind of the information to spread out. So about those 4 points, you are good at, you can benefit with others, you are good at what you're doing, you can make money from it, and the world needs your information. Once you found those 4, then you are already half step to your true purpose in life. Okay, so that's pretty much about the message I want to share in the spiritual perspective. Now let's go into what is the mistake most people do. If they don't avoid, they will keep going to the cycle. Just we mentioned before, if you are working on the researching, you are taking action, then you have fear, then you're doing more learning, then you come back with research. This is like a fear cycle. But if you are researching, if your fear is give you more opportunity to learning skill and moving forward, eventually the cycle will be broken. So what is the mistake most people do? If they don't avoid it, they will keep into this cycle. Leave a comment below if you have a mistake in mind that we can put in the message. See if we have the same mistake that we have in mind. So, you ready? The mistake, if you don't avoid before you break the cycle, is taking action. It's an easy answer, right? Because we just mentioned about the cycle before. All the cycle is include taking action part. The first step out is very, very important. If you don't take your first step, if you don't take action, eventually you are going to go into the cycle of the fear. The fear cycle, research more, planning, fear cycle, taking more cycle is not going to break your fear. But if you harness your fear and looking for solution, if you step out your first step, more fear come, then it will give you power to find more solution, more learning, more skill. It will come to you. So take action is the mistake most people have to be taking. If they don't take action, this mistake will pull them into the cycle, which is it's really hard. It's really hard to harness your fear. That's why in the Kyle West message, he tell you to act beyond the fear in order to stop the fear. But as a spiritual perspective, we need to harnessing the fear, because this is the power, is the urgentness for you to find a solution. Once you have solution, then you take your first step. More problem come, more fear come, then you find more solution. This is going to be the spiral way cycle going upward. So make sure you harness the fear by taking action. Okay? Don't avoid the mistake, not taking action. Okay, that's a common mistake here. So in the last part of the video, we are always love to interpret my dreams and connect to my reality. As we know, dream is the way to communicate with your reality. Unconscious communicate with your conscious mind. So today's dream I want to share is about a train station. There is the internet pop store under the train station, and I am kind of wandering around if I want to keep playing the game to upgrade, because the person I know in the game, we are lost a connection, we lost a communication. But at the last, I meet those people, I meet those friends, but those other friends I never seen before. That's how the dream is about. It's kind of weird. I know those guys, but I never seen those before. So how do I know this guy? You know, dream is like a conscious mind. That's reflect your reality. So after I left, the interesting part coming. I meet Elon Musk. Okay, Elon Musk is my dream. When I saw him sit in the room and talk with the reporter, it's a very funny scene, because he is trying to using the very vague answer to reply reporter's question. It's like he don't want to talk with those guys, so he is like answering in a very vague answer. So after that, I walk with him to a long street, and we are talking to each other. The feeling is so familiar, like we are known for a long time. Okay, that is a short dream. That's pretty much what I have in the dream. So we are going to interpret the dream. Train station, internet, pop store. This is present the unconscious area, because the internet pop store is mean this is the virtual connections, something that my inner self is still in the research state. I'm still looking for something that is valuable through the virtual store. Okay, and the second part, in the game, upgrade your life is meaning is like a process, reflecting your past. I'm considered if you want to drop the past and move into the unconcerned future. This is the fear we are just mentioned about. So something about the changing here. This is what I mean. And the unknown friend, but I know about them. The connection is in here is meaning in my heart, inside of me, I still want to build up the new relationship in the unconscious mind. Those connection, I'm putting a little expectation in here. Okay, so that is what I interpret. And the part I met Elon Musk, he is kind of in talking whatever to the reporter. This mean Elon Musk is mean the invention, the guts, the breakthrough, something that's break the society's knowledge, you know. So he represent inner myself. I am looking for some kind of the guidance, the power that can help me to explore the unknown. Elon Musk also represent inside of my unconscious. He is more like a prototype of the wisdom. He is using a very comfortable way to getting closer to help me to find my future. Okay, so that's pretty much about the dream I have. Now we are going to connect this unconscious mind stream into the reality. Okay, so in the time I was taking a lot of the online classes. I took NBU, which is the neuralic brain training to help you to increase your memory, and I took the YouTube acceleration class to help you to improve your YouTube recording, video, speech, so on. A lot of the YouTube information. I also took a lot of the speeching class, teach you how to do the speech. Okay, so in the reality, my YouTube channel still working on the right path. I'm swapping with the topic to topic, channel to channel, English to Chinese, Chinese to English. That is the time I have this dream. And at this point, I'm looking back to that. The dream is actually telling me the knowledge, the teacher I encounter, everything is connected to each other. So I went back again to the English channel for the YouTube, which reflects a lot of the learning skill that I took a while ago. For example, speech helped me to structure the video more clearly with the open question, with the introduction, with the sharing, with the most common mistake, those structure. Okay, and also memory skill helped me to increase my brain sharpness. I can memorize 25 numbers in 10 minutes. Frontward, backwards, jump, those kind of the memory training, So in reality, connect with my dream. This is very interesting because you never know what is your inner self really need after you realize your reality. After a while, you realize, the dream is in the time back then is about my YouTube situation. It's about my learning class situation. It's about my friends I meet in the class situation. Those kind of stuff is very interesting. So you can always make your journal into your phone, into your notebook. After you wake up right away, you're going to tell yourself, okay, what is my unconscious mind want to communicate with me? Then write it down right after you wake up. Then you can use a lot of the tool, AI, analytic, for the psychology videos. You can interpret the dream yourself, or you can leave a comment below. We can talk about your dream. Okay, so if you learned something today, please click thumbs up and share to your friend if they are looking for their true purpose in life through a spiritual perspective. We will share more video about the pastor's Joel Osteen's message, other wisdom's message through a spiritual perspective. Can help you to make your awaken faster on your body, mind, and spiritual. Make sure you click subscribe button below, and if you are interested to looking for your true purpose in life in the future, we'll come back again with a new video next time. My name is PK John. I'm going to see you in the next video.